IEW 3rd and 4th grade, 5th through 8th too, it's fine. Elaine Mick here. I wanted to take a brief minute to talk about this binder again, which we are going to require as part of our required resources for next year. And I want to talk about why we're going to require it next year and why you may not want to wait a year to get it. If you're feeling that you don't have enough information to teach the IEW curriculum well at home, this is the essential manual that goes through unit by unit the different structures and the styles that we are covering. So, with a 40-minute class period, I am there to help launch the kids into each of the new units. We tend to review and talk about the different, writing techniques like the dress-ups and stuff. And then I maybe show them the new outline. But in terms of being able to deeply teach that material, that's kind of part of the at-home aspect of it. And as I continue to get a variety of questions, I just wanted to, and don't feel like this video is saying not to do that, but I do want to encourage people to feel really comfortable with their teaching manual. So I thought I would take a minute and kind of go through that with you. So let's look. Okay, this is the manual. This is what the practicum that there are videos that you have access to are all about. And then these different units align with the units that we are doing in our Orchard class. So right now, our students in both grades have been working on retelling narrative stories. So all of the information for teaching what the goals are for retelling narrative texts, all of the goals that you're hoping to kind of cover with your students as you, remember we cycle, so don't feel a ton of pressure because by the time a student has been with us at the Orchard, they will do 2 years in all things fun and fascinating, and then they will do 4 years of history-based writing. So they will cycle through all of the units. All these units over here, every year with us in the Orchard. So you don't have to master this, but these are the topics you'd be touching on. I have a kid who's crying outside, guys, so I'll have to kind of run away here in a minute. But it talks about the teaching procedure. So we've kind of tried to simplify what that might look like on the document that we sent home today. But you're going to read and discuss, write the keyword outline, discuss the keyword outline, and then write the story. And then it kind of goes more in depth about the story sequence chart, which the paragraphs and the source texts, those paragraphs line with the outline. So the source text is going to have a first paragraph that discusses characters and setting. The second paragraph is going to discuss conflict and problem, and the third paragraph will discuss climax and revolution. So it is still going in the order on the outline that the story is going on, but it's helping students identify, in a story at the beginning, they're generally talking mostly about introducing the setting and characters. Then in the second middle part paragraph, if it's only a 3-paragraph story, they're getting into the conflicts and the problems, and then in the third paragraph, climax and resolution. So that information is in here. This is going to discuss for you ways to use the story sequence chart at home. This is going to give some ideas about deeper understanding for the writing process, and it's going to have lots of fun tips. It's also going to discuss adjusting for grade level, and you can see that this program can be used all the way up for 12th grade students, and it also is going to talk about it says this unit could take 2 to 3 months. So, we're doing more than one text in this unit. We're probably going to be here for about 2 months in this unit. So we're right on course for our 3rd grade students that we are here for a while. And there's just a lot of information, commonly asked questions. They have other examples if that would encourage your students to read an example before they get going, and then what that might look like. Unit 3, talking about every paragraph having a purpose, preparation for writing their essays. It's going to give you encouragement about how to be flexible. So I just wanted to show this to you because, eventually we're going to be going to summarizing multiple references, which is Unit 6, and our students are going to be looking at animal homes as their Our All Things Fun and Fascinating are, and then our older students will be doing historical figures. And so this unit will kind of be our key focus at that point in time. And it will be kind of our end of the year presentation that we have out, that the kids do the historical figures. So, you know, this is going to talk about the teaching procedure and how to get through all of that material and how to cite. So the moral of the story, without doing an entire practicum on the book, is that there are practicums available and that this manual is essential. So instead of the teaching manual for the medieval writing, or instead of the teaching manual for All Things Fun and Fascinating, what we want at home as parents is the teaching, writing, structure, and style manual. And as parents, we want to feel familiar as our students dive into a new unit. We want to feel familiar with this course material and have read through it so that we feel comfortable teaching it at home. And that is kind of, it's so easy because it's got tabs and it's built-in encouragement and built-in samples that you can give to your students so that they have a little bit more of that independence. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, since I spend a fair amount in class discussing stylistic techniques, this tab is going to have those dress-ups, which is what we kind of talk, they're stylistic techniques, but really they're dress-ups. And so it's going to kind of discuss those ly adverbs, the who, which clauses, come on, focus, you, the sentence openers. So hopefully that gives you some encouragement to go ahead and invest in this. It will work with all, it will, it's cycles. So it will work with every single one of our 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students and their experience with the writing program. And, having done it, and teaching it, obviously, I'm still going back to my manual, and it's just an encouragement to feel like we can draw these kids deeper into the writing process in a joyful way. So be encouraged and maybe invest in that for, as a Christmas present if you're into curriculum for a gift, because I love curriculum. It might be fun. Okay, bye.